With those preliminaries, I will formally declare the meeting open at 1 p.m. and acknowledge the traditional owners and pay respects to elders past and present of the land on which the meeting is being held. The meeting will be run in accordance with DAP Standing Orders 2024. Panel members may refer to technical devices to assist them in considering information before them. This meeting is being recorded and live streamed on the DAP website in accordance with Regulation 40(2)A of the regulations. Item 2, apologies, we have Neil. Item 3, members on leave of absence, we have Neil. Item 4 is for information that minutes of previous DAP meetings are on the DAP website. So we move to part B, and obviously it's the matter to do with Geraldton. Item 1 is declarations of due consideration. Members, can you please confirm that you have duly considered the information that's been provided in part B of the agenda and part B of related information? If you're able to do that by simply raising your hand or duly declared, thank you. Item 2, disclosures of interest. Members, are there any disclosures? Just in terms of local government members, just a reminder that standing orders requires declarations where an item's gone to council. I don't know whether that's the case with this item.
No, this item has not come to council.
All right, thank you. So no declarations.
That's correct.
Thank you. So we actually, item 3 is Form 1 applications. And so we have Lot 15 Edwards Road, Mirror, and proposed transport depot. We do have one presentation from Luca Martin on behalf of Taylor Barnett. Luca, just a reminder, standing orders allow for 3 minutes. And I'd remind you when you're up, 3 minutes is up. So over to you.
No problems. Thank you very much.
And obviously your presentation has been circulated to the members.
Thanks. Good to go. Yeah. Well, good afternoon, presiding member and panel members. My name is Luca Martins and I'm a consultant at Taylor Barnett, and we are the applicants on behalf of New Hall for the proposal. Alongside me today, I have Jared Ross and Gillian Bardos, also from Taylor Barnett. This presentation is in support of the office's recommendation for approval for the proposed development at Lot 15 Edward Road, Maru. The proposed development is for a transport depot comprising of a warehouse building, incidental offices, and associated hard stand. The development emphasizes safety and circulation and adequate parking facilities in accordance with the use. As part of the development application process, we initially had 2 site access points to the site for the purpose of separating light and heavy vehicle access in consideration of safety considerations, but following further liaison and consultation with Main Roads, they raised matters of concern regarding the impacts to the efficacy and the safety of the surrounding road network on Edward Road. And as such, the proposed development has accommodated a single access point for both light and heavy vehicles, while still ensuring safe separation distances and circulation, as demonstrated by the technical inputs as part of the application. As such, we support the city's recommendation for approval for the development and happy to answer any further questions that you may have. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Luca. Quite unusual to be within the 3 minutes. So well done. Members, questions of Luca? Ms. Baxter?
Thank you. Look, I do have one question. This development is actually set a fair way back off Edward Road and appears to allow a further development site towards the front of the whole site. Is that the case, that ultimately the front of the site would be redeveloped or developed?
I can't confirm at this point, but I believe our client will be moving forward with future development on the site. But as such, for the setback, these vehicle access for both the light and heavy has also been a consideration for that lengthy driveway as well, for ensuring safe stopping distances.
Sure.
But I can't confirm whether the development will be progressing for further development at this stage.
The reason there is we don't actually know.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
our client owns the subject site, but also owns the adjacent site and operates that as a transport depot.
Yep.
We expect that their intention is to develop further portions of the land for similar uses, but they recognise that they will be limited in terms of their direct access to Edward Road based on main roads considerations. So if they were to do that, rights to be able to access the crossover that's been constructed and designed to be able to use that crossover would need to be facilitated.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Jared, because that's what I was kind of thinking, that there was some consternation about the access issue. So if that in fact was to be created as a separate lot at some point, then access would need to be either reciprocal or whether you could persuade main roads for an additional access. But that's what I just wanted to clarify. So thank you. Yeah.
Members, any other questions? Perhaps, Luke, clarification, you haven't raised any issues in terms of the conditions, so presume you're comfortable with that?
Yes, we engage with the city on the draft conditions to begin with, so we're happy with the conditions.
Thank you for confirming that. Okay, Luca, thank you. If there's no other questions, thank you.
Thank you very much.
So we will move to city's offices. So Monica, are you the person to direct questions to, or Heath? Or both?
Well, both. We'll decide best place to answer.
Okay. Did either of you want to make any comments about the application generally before we move to questions?
I think just that as detailed in the report, it did comply with the city's local planning scheme requirements, relevant local planning policies and state planning policies as identified. There's adequate parking, the internal departmental referrals were satisfied with the development in terms of vehicle circulation, drainage, landscaping. There was the issue of the dual access points, which was raised by Main Roads, but that has been satisfactorily addressed as far as we're concerned. And Main Roads has written in saying that they do support the development subject to conditions.
Okay, thanks, Monica. Members, questions of the city's officers?
No, I don't have any questions.
No? All right, well, thank you for that bit of background. Just confirming the amended plans that do show one access onto the road.
Yes. Right.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. Okay, thank you for that. So we will move to the actual item. Is someone prepared to move the recommendation in the RAR? Mayor Clune?
Yes, I will move the recommendation.
Thank you.
Provided.
Seconder? Councillor Colliver? Thank you. Mayor Clune, did you want to make any comments about the application?
Well, the application, the company that are putting the application forward are a very innovative company, and they've been like a breath of fresh air since they've come to think with the standards they've set, and they've virtually revolutionised the transport way things have done up here in the Midwest, and certainly are expanding in their business and in their approach. This application, it's like for like out there in Maru. There are other similar type businesses along that precinct there. The only point that does concern me is the main roads on Edward Road there with all these heavy vehicles, and probably it's a main roads thing, it's not this application, but with these vehicles turning off and onto that road. Certainly, it's high time that road needed some work within main roads to address the volume of trucks entering that Edward Road along that precinct. But no, they're a great company. They're very good community-minded company, and certainly a very successful company so far in their operations up here.
Thank you, Mayor Clune. Councillor Conover, did you want to make any comment?
No, just likewise, the applicant is like a highly valued, business in our community. We too did have a discussion about the front portion of the block as well, whether there was any future plans for that. And obviously if there is, that will come back as a development application anyway, so we can deal with that in due course. Likewise, I think that the applicant and the City of Main Roads worked really well together on the access points and the issues that Main Roads raised with that, and also confer with Mayor Clune about future works needed for Edward Road. But that is not for this application, so thank you.
Thank you, Councillor Conover. Is anyone opposed to the motion? No. Anyone else wanting to speak to the motion? Ms. Baxter?
Thank you, Presiding Member. I'll just say a few words. The development proposal complies with the strategic and statutory objectives for the site and appears to be a compliant application with respect to development standards. The building and parking areas are fit for purpose. The only area of discretion is the land use, the transport depot, but I'm content that it is approvable and an acceptable use. At a value of 10 million, it's also a significant investment in the city of Greater Geraldton, and I hope it will generate employment opportunities and synergy with other industries there. I just perhaps make an observation in relation to what the Mayor suggested about main roads. I mean, the land is zoned general industry and obviously in the City of Greater Geraldton Town Planning Scheme and covered by a structure plan, I think. So main roads would be well and truly aware that there would be the potential for some heavy vehicles to be using this area and uses such as this. So I suppose I'd encourage any future applicants in the city to work with main roads on perhaps what speed needs to occur in this area and also access points. But otherwise, I support the application and the assessment and the responsible authority report and the recommended conditions for approval. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Baxter. Any other comments? Ms. Hope?
Thank you, Presiding Member. I also support the proposal. I'm quite comfortable, and I think the report demonstrates the evolution of the proposal, the resolution of the various issues, but I'm quite comfortable that it's consistent with the planning framework and also with the proposed conditions. So I'll be supporting.
Thank you, Ms. Hope. Likewise, I will be supporting the motion. It would appear that it is consistent with the planning framework that's been put up to date. In terms of access issues, it seems like it's been resolved, and I don't think there are any other amenity issues that would prevent it from being supported, so I will support the motion. Mayor Clune, would you like to make any closing comments?
No, I don't have any further comment. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, in which case we have a motion to approve with conditions. All those in favour? Okay, that's unanimous. Thank you. So going through the balance of the agenda, item 4, Form 2 applications, we have nil. Item 5, SAT reconsiderations, we have nil. We go to Part C, which is other business. Item 1, SAT applications, Supreme Court appeals. They're listed on the agenda. Item 2, general business. Members, is there any general business that you'd like to raise? Nil? Okay, thank you. In which case I go to item 3, which is meeting closure. Thank you, everyone. It's nice to have occasionally a short meeting, and it might reflect the nature of the report and the applicant's resolution of issues. So thank you for that. And I declare the meeting closed at 1:14. Thank you.
Thank you.